This is awesome.
Wait, can we talk about the like that conspiracy theory that I believe?
Yes.
Okay.
This is something that was given
came
to
up
us by a
last
leak
night.
last night.
Yeah. This is.
We don't have the full details. We could get the bullet point. Did you get any bullet points?
No, I mean I think we can like easily
This is
look
more
into
like
it right now.
Yeah, this is like a little bit of a prompt for you guys too.
This was sort of a an anonymous source brought this up.
Last night we were pulled aside
by
anonymous source. There's
Somebody, a friend of mine,
a friend in a trench coat
who had worked with Logan Paul and made the point that the Suicide Forest video is probably staged.
Yes. So apparently there's like deep on the
And
internet
that it,
there's
like,
a large amount
backfired.
of evidence about this.
Yeah.
So that the Suicide Forest was something that he made up. Like that was not a real dead body.
Yeah.
It was a person that he, probably hired to be there, blur the face.
Right.
Thinking that it would be like a good content.
He walks into the forest and like immediately finds a dead body.
Yes.
You would have to go so deep into that forest that you're lost.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
He immediately
That's the whole
finds
point
it.
of the Suicide Forest.
And then the other piece of evidence is that there were no suicides logged in that area by the police after, because you would think,
Yeah.
I think they even said they're calling the police. That's what you do. You report a dead body.
Yeah.
There was a guide, and there was no
security or like cops or whatever.
Yeah, but
he walks into the forest he walks 6 feet into the forest, immediately finds a dead body. I don't think so.
It's something we need to dive into. I mean, the lack of police report is huge. When a body's found, it goes and gets processed by a coroner.
Yeah.
Gets processed by the police.
Right.
Everything. And there was no records of that.
Yeah.
And it makes actually perfect sense that, he put it out and there was an immediate backlash.
Yeah.
And of course he was too deep in it where he couldn't just say, hey, I made it up, because that would be 10 times worse.
Right.
So it's just completely insane. That's an
yeah,
insane
exactly.
situation.
It just makes it 500 times worse. To
like
be
I staged it for clout. There wasn't really dead.
It was fake. That just makes it worse.
Could you imagine if he
backfired.
did do that?
Yeah, that would have been so funny if he just like said that. If he like went out and
What else did he do in the video? He was doing other goofy stuff with the corpse or whatever. Like
I don't know. I mean, he didn't like. He didn't like start teabagging the dude or whatever. Like, maybe if he, I think if he teabagged the body, I don't think anybody would be mad at him, because they'd be like, oh, this is funny. This dude nasty. Are you looking into it right now?
I'm gonna do a little dive right now. Hang on.
Because this is just I did like a cursory Google and couldn't really find anything, but it makes so much sense.
Apparently there's stuff out there. All right, guys, I actually just paused it to dive a little deeper. Actually, I mean, our nameless friend referenced that there was kind of existing conspiracies about this. First off, I cannot find any of the things he's talking about, but I mean, he did plant some ideas that I looked into, and there's something fishy. Like now I'm actually,
oh, absolutely.
I thought I was about to find at least the questions and maybe some answers.
This is the new
I've just found more questions. No, I mean, like, really though, I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
So basically some stories that I think I even saw at the time, but I didn't think of too much.
Yeah.
Think about too much. Now they're significant, is that about the police wanting to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I'm reading these quotes now from the Japanese police, and basically what they said was like, we want to talk to him about it, although legally he's not required to report the body. There may be a suicide involved. We want to know about it.
Yeah.
And they're trying to talk to him. Of course, he was gone. I think everybody overlooked this. So the whole smoking gun with this would be if there was no suicides reported that day.
Right.
Or in the following days.
What if he killed a guy?
Yeah.
What if he killed a guy?
But no, seriously, I think this is very, this is wild.
Yeah.
And would be,
I know.
I feel like it'd be a big deal.
It is a big deal.
And I also don't think it would be that hard to crack open.
Right.
Because, I mean, here's the thing. Normally I would look at something like this. If this happened in the United States, I would look at something like this, and the rest of my night would be researching this and cracking it wide open.
Cracking open a cold case.
I cannot speak Japanese.
Yeah.
If if we have Japanese listeners, maybe we'll mention this in the main pod too. We'll look into it more.
Yeah.
It would be funny to crowdsource this investigation, because what you would have to do is, I mean, it could be a very simple call to the police office close that, you know, covers the jurisdiction of the suicide forest.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, they know what you're talking about. They'd be like, hey, the person who in that video, did you ever find him? What happened?
Yeah.
And if they say, we never found him, there's no report, there's no body, that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm also looking back. I remember watching the original video and thinking that the body looked very fresh, like as if they found the guy.
Right.
It had to be right when he killed, like right after he killed himself.
Yeah.
His hands are
It doesn't
normal
add up.
colors. I won't get into gruesome details about the deterioration of bodies, but I mean, it didn't look like a dead person.
Yeah.
Definitely not one that's been out there in the elements.
It was fake.
I honestly think it was. It makes the most sense.
I literally think it was fake. I literally think it was fake, and that his, like, the video backfired.
100%.
But, like, it didn't even backfire that much. He's dating Chloe Bennett publicly.
Is he still?
Yeah, they're publicly dating. He got 1 million subscribers. His subscriber count went up. Like, he ultimately, like, did not really suffer that many consequences. Mm-hmm. I think he fucked his money up a little bit, but, like, not in a substantial way.
No. Yeah. But that's not unusual. But I mean, this is a whole different level. I mean, because not only it's like, that's like you're hiding something else. At first it was like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. It was like, you're an idiot.
But I think
but the faking it and then hiding it is a whole different thing.
It's just like a true sociopath.
Yes.
But
I mean,
like
I feel like
level. This actually, I think this like makes it a whole nother. This makes it a whole nother monster entirely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, because now I'm thinking back. My brain's reeling because now I'm thinking back. You remember the video? Their behavior was very odd, right? Like, not the behavior of finding a dead body.
Right.
There was some people said like, oh, it was nervous laughter, but he was way too calm.
Yeah.
Also, the instinct of, you know, if you stumble across a dead body in the woods and you keep the camera rolling on yourself, that's wild dedication to vlogging.
Totally.
I mean, that would be he didn't even drop the camera. It was just like,
so it was not real.
I know, but we would need to prove it.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious. Like I want to,
too.
Like I want to dive into this more.
I'm serious.
I mean,
brought it up.
Yeah. If I feel like we probably have a Japanese listener that would be interested in this. And by the way, I feel like it would need to be a full Japanese listener. I'm not talking about one of you white boy anime fans that
weebs.
took a year. Yeah, no weebs. I need more than 1 year of Japanese class.
Serious inquiries only, no weebs.
Yeah.
No,
I can't have a weeb calling the Japanese police department in like broken Japanese. like translated it would be like, sir, Logan Paul body, yes, no, questions. I have many.
Yeah. I
Blessings.
don't need you reading off of Google Translate.
Yeah.
I don't just because you watch subs over dubs doesn't mean you
we have a
weeb.
We have a weeb calling in that learned Japanese only from animes, and you're just like, sir, I have great mission for you. Would you like to join? Yes. Many items and rewards for you in the future. Only speaks Final Fantasy Japanese.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyway, but no, on a very serious note, I mean, that would be an asset. We'd need...
Yeah.
Because I'm also...
I already believe it, but...
I believe it, too. Because
I understand the need for,
what I'll probably do after the podcast...
proof.
What I'll do after the podcast, which is a little more complicated, is start searching Japanese newspapers about it.
Yeah. Well, you've got this... I could see... When I brought that up, and then you paused the podcast and you went into research mode... I could see that twinkle in your eye.
I do get that twinkle.
I could see that calamari algorithm twinkle in your eye. And I was like, oh shit, Jack Wagner's
I've had a bunch
entering fucking journalist mode again.